roar through the highways, and on we'll go.
Hello everyone and welcome to this video. So today I have quite an exciting video for you. So Star Stable posted a Game Blog 2023 roadmap update. So basically at the beginning of the year they made a 2023 roadmap and now we're getting an update on that. And I've been thinking of, going back to the roadmap and seeing what they promised and what we're actually going to get. And I didn't actually read the article yet, but I did skim through it and it seemed pretty interesting, so I really wanted to share it with you. So as always, I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you do, make sure to subscribe, it really means a lot. And now let's get into it. So I think I'm just gonna do the same thing as always, where I just read the whole thing. I would like to share more of my opinions in these videos, but honestly they're already very long and I just cannot be bothered. And also I feel like if I were to talk about everything that I read, the video would be at least twice as long. So again, the article is titled 2023 Roadmap Update. It was written by GEN4, the executive producer at Star Stable. So what have we done? Some of you might hear this sentence, what have we done, with excitement and some with irony. And that is okay. I love irony and even feedback. So with this post, I will share what we have done, what did not go as planned, and what is still to come. My name is GEN4 and I am the executive producer for Star Stable Online. In my last contribution to this post, I shared an overview of what we had in store for 2023 and also how we have structured our roadmap and deliveries. So let's start where we left off. According to plan, from the foundation layer, we have pretty much followed the plan. We have released some new horses, the Morgans, the Lipizzaner's, and 2 new magical horses, some new races, minor quests, and we have retrofitted the Andalusian and the Pasofino. You're most likely enjoying the Equestrian Festival while reading this, and as I write this, we have just wrapped up the Rainbow Festival and we are still working on the new story quest, where we will visit the newly created and very longed for Devil's Gap area. Don't miss it, it will be epic. From the Never Stop Believing layer, we have released the State Machine, or as stated in the news, an effortless horse riding update. This will allow us to have smoother and faster transitions between gates, and there is no need for longer breaks between jumps. Both of these changes can be experienced in the game already now. Going forward, we can animate and design with this in mind, so we are no longer bound to restricted, hard-coded animations we had before, and instead we can have a tighter collaboration with the character and horse, since they can have the same state. Or have the citizens of Jorvik, or NPCs that stand for non-playable character, move depending on what happens in the environment, and so much more. So a lot of cool things to explore. And to the question, why did we release this if we knew it came with bugs, it is a super good question. The answer, this update is the first in a series of changes to how you will experience your horse and also the new character. So if we didn't release the State Machine when we did, it would also have delayed the horse progression that is scheduled for May and the new player character to come out around summer. So we took the risk and released it with a few bugs, knowing we can hotfix the majority and then in relation to the upcoming releases, fix the rest of the bugs. And to say a couple of more things about the new player character, if everything looks fine, we will give you the new characters during the summer. Right now, we have to be ready just before we enter into the Rainbow Festival. A smaller beta test will be done just before the release with the aim of understanding if there is anything that needs to be adapted and adjusted during the beta or after the release. So what about Android? It seems we can have early access in Sweden in the beginning of May, and this will be our 4th platform where you can play the game. Since I know a lot of you have been waiting for this, and I do understand that it feels like we have taken forever to get it out since the game is already working on iPhone, I wish it was as easy to just do a copy-paste of the code, but the operating system, Android and iOS, are not the same, and each system has its own challenges to solve, especially when it comes to performance, meaning memory handling and lag. There are also some differences in how the UI is rendered on each phone that we need to adapt and make sure it works. With that said, despite it being hard and taking some time to get out, we're quite proud of having the game with crossplay on PC, Mac, iPhone, and now Android devices. So here's a picture of the Android sneak peek of how it will look on your Android phone or other devices, I guess. So what is in the new layer? You have probably already noticed that we're trying out dressage during the Equestrian Festival. We see this as a smaller prototype, and if you like it, we will take the version we have, including your feedback, and make this an existing system in the game similar to the races and championships. As planned, we have also started to work on adding more multiplayer and co-op mechanics to the game. If it continues to go as planned, this will be something we aim to add in the Winter Festival. Another thing that has started is modernizing the backend service for your character. This will allow you to change your character's name and also open up for some more changes that you can make with your character, but it will not be released in 2023, only worked on for a later release. Something that has been in the new layer, but we didn't share in January, is the revamp of dramatic music Hollow Woods. The reason we didn't share this news already in January is that we don't just want to do a graphical update, but we also want to take the opportunity to include more engaging content and things to explore. We want to do justice to the mystical Hollow Woods and also give meaning and purpose to the discovery layer. When looking into feedback we got regarding breeding and combine that with our thoughts of the Gen4 horses, we have merged these two discoveries into one, with still having in mind that we're exploring ideas, and we think that the Gen4 horses should be the first generation that offer you some customization and uniqueness rather than going all in on breeding. With previous generations we have done graphical updates based on the same system. Now we want to update the system instead to put more creative freedom for you as the owner of the horse. This involves how we handle tag, the code options, and the animations. This full discovery won't start until after summer, so don't expect to see this in the game during 2023, but please let us know what you think. The Gen4 horses should include already now, so we can include this in our discovery. At this point in the game, you as a player have used magic a number of times, and your opponents too. But do you know where this magic actually comes from, and how that magic correlates to the magic of the Dark Riders and Pandoria? We are currently overseeing how the in-game representation aligns with the context of the lore, so we will explore the magic from several aspects in order to have our magic to be visually compelling so you as a player understand where the source comes from. We will let the power from Aideen guide us on this mission. And there's some art of Aideen done by Matilda. I think that was the game master Matilda that left, and this was done in 2019. I think it looks really pretty. And here's some more about Aideen. Since Aideen gave up her physical form to give the rider and horses on Jorvik the magical bond, it's unlikely we ever get to see her true form. Some still believe it's a girl on a horse, but others talk about a magical being, half girl, half horse, and when riders and horses form the bond, Aideen is whole again. What did not go as planned? What I hoped should have started as of now is the inventory revamp. This got delayed since we wanted to react to the feedback we got from the horse progression beta test, and since this is the same people, designers that are good with features and system, UI designers, and also the gameplay programmers, we can't start until the horse progression feature is ready to be released, but soon, so it is not taken off from the roadmap, only delayed. Another area that got delayed update is the next step for horse bonding, the discovery for horse prestige and personality. Unfortunately, this will most likely not happen until 2024 since we want to have full focus on the inventory revamp instead. We also had planned to do another beta test of your new character in March. This was postponed, but as mentioned above, we will do the beta release before closer to the summer. Things that got higher priority. Then we have an initiative that we have added to the roadmap, which is an initiative that goes across the whole company. Have more focus on bugs. It is not that we are not fixing bugs today, but we do want to be more transparent and informative about what bugs we are aware of, what bugs we are fixing, and in what release they will be out in. And yes, we have failed to inform you in this area, both when it comes to the information, but also the fixes themselves. So as a start, we will bring back a new version of the bug fix log on starstable.com and also do social media posts with the latest bug fixes. The bug fix log on the web will only be available in English to ensure we can deliver bug fix logs on a regular basis. And here is the sketches of how it will look. And yeah, I think it's nice that they're, I think they've been doing it during the updates where they say like what bugs they fixed. I think that's nice. And this is the last part, which is positive surprises. Then there are some things that have been on the wish list for a very long time, but for various reasons never been given time or seen as not possible. Horse pages are one of those areas, but during a passion week, some developers took the opportunity to create the start, and with that our horse pages were born. If you haven't seen them yet, go visit and read about your favorite horse, where in your week you can buy them, and what code variations they come in. We have also redesigned the desktop launcher and added some new features to it. You can now see your star coins balance directly in the launcher and also by stable care. We also have a new tool to use in order to easily capture your feedback, and this was an area that was seen as impossible to do due to legal reasons. The in-game survey tool is a very longed-for tool that some of you were part of testing when we asked for your championship feedback. We will do more of this and also extend it to more languages than English. I will sign off the same way I did last time, with sharing that I look forward to your reactions and feedback. Where it is possible, we will adapt and adjust. Sometimes we can do that fast and sometimes it takes more time, and in some cases we decide not to do the change at all. I will be back in August with a new update on how we are doing. So wow, there's so many exciting things. It seems like we finally got the release date for the player character. We know now for like 1,000,000% we're getting the Devil's Gap. We're also going to get SSO on Android and updated Hollow Woods. Oh my gosh, I remember SSO said back in like 2019 that they will update it, so it's really nice that they're finally doing it. We got some concept art of Aideen and so much more. So yeah, let me know what you think about all of the information that we got from Star Stable's blog. I think I'm going to share more of my opinions in like separate videos because there's just so much information in here. I feel like, again, if I were to talk about it, the video would be like an hour long. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed as always, and I'm gonna see you in my next video. Bye!